In this video, we'll look at how to factor when there are two variables. So the expression we have is 6x squared plus 13xy minus 5y squared. And this is just like the other factoring videos on chart method and decomposition, so I recommend you watch those first. Nonetheless, we'll get started. So how do we factor? Well, as usual, we're looking for something that multiplies to a times c, that is whatever 6 times negative 5 is. So we're looking for something that multiplies to negative 30 and adds to the coefficient of the middle term, 13. So what multiplies to negative 30 adds to 13? The numbers are 15 and negative 2. And now you can use chart method or decomposition, whichever one you prefer. I'm going to use chart method. So we make a chart, and in the middle square goes our 6x squared. On the bottom right corner goes our negative 5y squared. And then we break up the xy term into 15 xy's and negative 2 xy's. Just like we would with any other chart method, only we have x's and y's now, but that's not a big deal. So let's factor this middle square. What do we need to make 6x squared? Well, a 3 and a 2. And we have to put the 2 up here because it has to go into the 6 and the negative 2. So a 2 goes here, and we can also factor an x. And then if we take 2x out of here when we divide, what's left? Well, then there'd be a 3x over here. 3x times 2x makes 6x squared. The 2 has to go here because it has to go into both the 6 and the negative 2. The 3 has to go here because it goes into the 6 and the 15. When we divide 15xy by 3x, the answer goes here. What are we left with? A 5, but this time also a y, because there's a y here and a y here. Same thing on this column. When we divide negative 2xy by 2x, we're left with negative 1, or just negative, and then also a y. And so here are our two answers. When we factor this, what do we get? 2x plus 5y, and the other term is 3x negative y, same as negative 1y. So how did we factor with two variables? The same way we would with any other factoring question. We do the MAN, and then we do either chart or decomposition, and we just use the fact that since there are two variables, there are xy's here, and we factor accordingly. The question isn't really that much harder.